Yo, what is going on, guys? I'm bringing you episode number 3 of the GM series for the New Jersey Devils, and we left off with a 33, 22, and 4 record going into the Olympic break, and we finished off not so good. We lost a bunch of games. We only won, I think, 3 of the last 8, so definitely need to make some changes. And yeah, we're going to simulate up to this Columbus game, and then we're going to look at some of the stats real quick, and there's a few things I want to do with the rosters. But yeah, we're just going to let the Olympic break just slide through since nothing's going to happen here anyway. But yeah, I've received some comments and I definitely agree with most of them. The whole Larson thing, which I'm definitely going to be bringing him... Oh gosh, that is great English. The whole Larson thing, I'm definitely bringing him up. And the only reason why I didn't bring him up was I wasn't really thinking too good. But I was like, he's going to get better than the AHL, but then I'm realizing he's listed as a top 6 forward for the NHL, so his potential might go down if I leave him down there. And I was going to leave him down there because, A, he's younger than I don't know if he's younger than Merrill, but he's younger than Jelinas, so I was thinking, why not bring Jelinas up because he would get more experience and playing in the NHL, so might go up, like he might get boosted better. That's the only reason. I think I'd rather have Larson up than either of those players, plus I know Larson definitely gets good. Usually in like the third or second year, Larson's like an 86, 88, even a 90. So we're going to go to the roster movements, and we're going to bring up Larson. But before we do that, we are going to look at our defensemen, and we are going to trade. We're going to trade one of these guys, and we're going to trade. Probably very expected for most people. We're going to trade, if you're a Devils fan, you would probably pick him out easily. Harold's definitely not going. He's going to be our franchise player. But anyway, we are going to go into the defenseman, and we are going to get rid of no other than... Where is he? There he is, with like no potential at all. So Volchenkov, he was an 83. I bumped him down to an 80. So he's not even doing that bad. He's got 9 points, which I don't even think that he has that in his career, honestly. I mean, obviously these 11 points that year, those are fake. But yeah, anyway, he's not really a shooter, a passer, he's not really anything besides a hitter who sometimes makes... Well, he blocks a lot of shots. There you go. He's a blocker. So I'll probably trade him to the Giants or something, and he'll play for the Giants. But anyway, let's see. So the Bruins want him, and a bunch of these teams want him. So we'll see if Colorado would be willing to give us something in return. You know, maybe a third-round pick. We're going to go for, yeah, a third-round pick, but I do not know if this will go through. But let's see. No, it doesn't go through there. How about Columbus? The second? No. Chicago... Chicago might do this, but they have to give another player. So we'll just throw someone completely random into the equation. Someone like, let's see, someone who'd go the AHL team, I guess. So we'll try this this guy right here, right winger, who's like 64 overall. Will this go through? Yes, it does. So I'm sorry, Volchenkov, you are no longer a New Jersey Devil, but I did not trade you because you are playing bad. I traded you to make some movements in our system, and so we are not having a bunch of defensemen scratched or not playing. So we are going to send Harold down. So I'm hoping, yeah, if he gets picked up, that'd be terrible. Just kidding. Wow, he didn't get picked up. That's a shocker. But we're gonna bring Larson up, and I believe we have 6 defensemen now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, we do. We have 6 defensemen, and Larson is on the team now. So that is a huge pickup in my opinion. And we don't have anyone here besides like Ted and me, but I don't think he'll really get any better. So we're going to edit the lines manually, and not this team, best lines. So we're going to go to the Devils, and it's going to be Green and Larson, so I like that. It's going to be Zielicki and Fain, I like that. An offensive defenseman and a defensive defenseman, and then we have Merrill and Jelinas, two two-way defensemen, so that is going to be very good. I like this so much more now, so thank you guys for telling me to bring up Larson. I definitely wanted to bring him up, but my whole thought process wasn't really thinking too good at the time being. So Larson, two-way defensemen, an offensive and a defenseman, and then 2 more two-way defensemen. So that's very good. But before we finish our changes, I did realize, okay, we're good. I thought I had Bruner on the, let's see. We definitely want to keep Ryder on the second line because, he might not be doing the best now. He's doing all right, but he could definitely be a 20, 30 goals. And Bruner never made more than 20 goals. He's got more goals than Ryder right now, but he's only an 81. He doesn't really get any better. and we're definitely going to keep Ryder up here. But do I want to keep Eliash or Root 2 on the first line? So Eliash has got 40 points, while Ryder has, and by Ryder I mean Yager, he's got more. I'd rather have Yager on the first line. So Eliash is going to go back down to the second line, and we're going to keep it like this. And I'm hoping this turns out good. Like I said again, do we want to bring Henry to the first line? He's got almost 40 points, while Zajac has basically the same. So we're going to keep it as it is at the moment, and we're going to see how it goes on with our new defenseman, with Larson up here. And we still have Schneider and Brodeur, so we're going to move on, and we're going to finish out the season, and hopefully we are a playoff team. Pretty sure we should be, unless we randomly lose most of these games. But anyway, let's go to the trade deadline, and we'll see how we do. And we might move someone there, we'll see. Want to make this a bit interesting, but I mean, if we're doing good, why change anything? So we get a 6-4 win right there. So Larson came in and did not do the best, but our offense is there. I mean, maybe Larson had all 6 goals. That's very realistic, if you know what I mean. That was a 2-1 win, I believe. And now against the Sharks, we get a giant 1-0 win. That's more like Devils hockey for you. Okay, trade deadline is upon us. I do not want to make any trades. Our team is looking very good. We're going to slow simulate this game against the Red Wings. And nothing in the first. Weiss scores, and I'm a huge fan of him, especially he scored like 3 goals against the Devils in that Panthers-Devils playoff game. Not game, series, I meant to say. So we're going to slower simulate this, and hopefully we can get back in this game and get a win. I mean, I don't really... Okay, I think they won. I'm just going to... Yeah, so Route 2 scored the lone goal for us, and Kindle and Legwan got the 2 goals in the third period for them. And that is Route 2's... He's almost got 20 goals. That is... Would not expect that, but hey, he's on the first line playing with Yager and Zajac, so they are setting him up pretty good. But we're going to go into the trade deadline, and the only thing we would do is maybe if they sent like 5 or 6 first-round picks for Harold. But besides that, I really don't think I want to make any moves here. We'll quickly, not slowly, look through if we could make any moves. So we'll just go by positions. So overall, so Zajac we want to keep, Henrique we want to keep, Josefson. That was the thing here. Do we want to trade Josefson? He's listed as a 4th line center with 3.5 green stars, and he's literally like, he's got 80s everywhere, some mid 70s, and he's got a few mid 80s, but he's nothing that special. I mean, those stats, they're not looking that good because he's -7, and he's only a 76 overall, and I don't think he'll get higher than an 80 overall, but his stats are not that bad for playing on the 3rd line. I mean, it's hard, but I don't know if I want to trade him. I mean, he's got some pretty good trade value, and maybe he'll get better next year and go up more, but I feel like this team can be a cup winner this year. I mean, I really don't know about a cup winner, but I think that we have some... We could go pretty far in the playoffs. We have a very deep team, but we don't have a first line... wow, why is Harold's... Oh, I think his value is so much that it went all the way past the first bar, and this is the second bar, so Harold's got some trade value. It's hard. I mean... Brodeur's... Oh wait, no, there he is. Let me see real quick here. Okay, so he's 4. He was like 3-star potential, I believe, at first, but he's a really low overall. So we have some goalies here. Kincaid, what does he have? So he's only 3.5, which is pretty sad. But anyway, back to the Josefson thing. We could go for a better 3rd line guy. I mean, he's got really good trade value, honestly, and it seems like every single team wants him. If only that was like the real NHL. If every team wanted him and his value was worth that much. But he's really dropped off, and I don't know what I would want. I mean, I definitely want a 3rd line center to replace him, but it's hard because I don't know if... I feel like I just want to hold on to him for the time being. I mean, I don't know what I could get for him, and I don't know what I would need or want for him, but I definitely need like a grindery like 3rd line center who could win some face-offs and kill penalties and stuff like that, just help our team, and that's Devils hockey for you. So that's another thing. I mean, getting someone like Hodgson would be good, but it's not really a realistic trade in my opinion anyway. Someone like getting Lokhtianov back, there you go. No, I wouldn't do that. I'm thinking Taves, that might be pretty good. But wow, they have no centers. I don't know what happened, but they have no centers now, like, besides Taves. I mean, Talbot would be a better thing, in my opinion. Anisimov would be better. Johansson would be better, but like I said, I want to keep this realistic, and I feel like Josefson can get even better. So we're going to keep this. We're not going to make a trade, but it looks like Montreal reacquired Camilleri after he played there a few years ago. I think like 3 years ago he played there, but then he went to Calgary, and now he's back on Montreal. And they sent down Brendan Gallagher. That's kind of weird, but anyway, we will move on in without making any trades. I don't think anyone's going to send us anything because we don't really have anything on our trade block. I don't think we do. But yeah, we're going to move in and we're going to finish out the season, and hopefully we are a playoff team. I think we should be. I mean, our record is pretty good. I feel like 4, maybe 5 more wins, and we should clinch pretty much. But yeah, we're going to simulate the next 10. So it's 5, 8, 9, and 10. We're going to go up to the Islanders. We're going to look at the stats, and then we're going to finish out the season. And then we're going to move into the playoffs. I'm going to say we're a playoff team, but you never know. So let's go against the Red Wings, a very good team, and we get a win there. So we could see if Jágr, I don't think he can get 40, but 30 goals would be good for him. Green getting 40 assists would be cool. Schneider getting 40 wins is kind of a stretch, but we'll see. I mean, our team has been doing really good besides that little like spurt of like a week and a half where we won only like 3 games. But so we can go here or we can go here, which we definitely want to go here. And like I said again, I don't know how good our I don't think we have another first round pick, so we just have ours, and I'm guessing ours is going to be a bottom 10 pick. Definitely a bottom 10 pick, depending on how far we go in the playoffs. But so there's a loss, but it was a close one. That might have been an overtime or shootout, but I think that was just a regulation loss against the Panthers, who are a pretty good team. Can we get the win here? And we cannot, but that was definitely an overtime loss. Jágr and Green haven't picked up a goal or an assist in the past 3 games, and Green just gets 2 right there, I believe. Or not, just 1 assist. But we do get a win there. And against the Boston Bruins, who are a alright team in this simulation at the moment, we get a 5-0 win. Jágr picks up a goal, Green picks up an assist, and Schneider picks up another win. Against the Minnesota Wild, and another win, and that's number 40 for us. We have 86 points. I feel like 92 should definitely get us in, so I think 3 more wins, and we should be clinched. And could we beat the Rangers? And yes, we do. So I think that may have shut their chances out to be a playoff team, unless our division is really bad. But there's another win, and I'm going to say it, guys. I'm saying we have clinched a spot. Obviously, we didn't because it didn't say we did anyway, but I'm going to say we are a playoff team, 99%. And can we... Okay, so Green's 1 assist away from 40. Jágr's 2 goals away from 30. Can we do it in this game? How many games are left? There's 4. Okay, so there's 9 games left, I believe. That would be 5, 8, and 9. Yeah, 9 games left. Let's just simulate to the last 4. So we'll go to Calgary, and I mean, Schneider's very easily can get to 40 wins, but and same with Jágr getting to 30. He only needs 1 more goal now. But like I said again, none of this will matter if we lose in the first round. So even if we're playing great, I mean, there have been times where I get matched up against a team where you just can't beat. There are those there are those matchups where you just can't win. There are a lot of times where I will be a team, have an amazing regular series. Oh my god, I don't even know what I'm talking about. A season. There you go. That's not even the word, but have a good regular season. There you go. That's the word. And then you get in the playoffs and you get matched against that one team where you just can't beat. Like, I think I was Toronto on one of my simulations. I had 121 points, and 3 years in a row I got matched up against the Oilers, and I lost in 5 and in 7. We couldn't beat them. We beat every other team. We got matched up against them in the finals twice, but we beat like teams. We would sweep teams. We would get matched up against the Oilers, and we just couldn't win. So I'm hoping there aren't any teams that we just couldn't beat this season, or hopefully we don't get matched up against them in the playoffs anyway. But we have 4 games left. Schneider only needs 2 wins to get to 40. Green hit 40 assists, so can Jágr get to 30? I'm hoping he can, but let's see. So Ryder gets a goal here, and Gianta ties it and shootout, and yeah, that is very much expected, and Brodeur played this game. But that's Ryder's 13th, and that's Gianta's 9th, so that's a huge game for Gianta. Wasn't even expecting him to get 5, but look at that. If you guys notice the common denominator in both for goals, Adam Larson. So I'm going to guess he's doing really good unless that was his first 2 assists. But yeah, it's definitely not possible. But anyway, Jágr's plus-minus went down a bit. So maybe our first line isn't really doing as good. But we're going to simulate these last 3 games, hoping Schneider can get to 40. I believe Schneider's playing this game. Yes, he is. So Ryder and Eliash. Eliash Rutu and Eliash. So Eliash with a hat trick. And Eliash with 4 goals, and Rutu with 2, and then Ryder with the other one. Parker might have got a hat trick. I didn't really pay attention there. No, he didn't. But Eliash has 26. Oh my. A lot of players had a lot of points this game. Let's just quickly look. We had basically 4 players. These 4 right here had like 80% of the points we had. Eliash with a huge game, 4 points. I mean 4 goals, plus minus 4, and 10 shots. And then we had Yager with 4 assists. Whew, what a great game overall. I mean, definitely not the best defensively or the best by Schneider in any case, but we did win 7-5. And Schneider needs 1 more win in the last 2 games, and Yager needs 1 more goal. So let's see if we could do that. I'm hoping we can. And Zajac Tavares, Zajac again, and there it is. Number 40 for Corey Schneider. And Yager picks up an assist, Green picks up an assist, and Zajac picks up 23rd and 24th goal of the season. And there you go, Schneider. So Schneider and Green have both got the milestones I wanted them to get for the season. And Yager, we're just waiting on him. Just waiting for him to get number 30. I'm going to say he's not going to get it this game. Usually, 99% of the games I play, like the season finale, usually don't win. Usually don't even score, get shut out. But hey, you never know. Maybe Yager scores 9 goals this game. First period, nothing. Second period, Gianta and Marchand. And come on, Yager. You got to get to 30. He played good all season for us, and he still is doing really good, but just getting that 30 goals would be nice for him. And nope, we lose 2-1. Brodeur plays the last game of the season, plays a pretty good game at that. And there it is, Larson again, Gianta's 10th, but Yager can't pick up goal number 30. So a very good season, definitely a playoff team. And we're going to look through the stats real quick. So goals against average, Schneider is at number 7. Save percentage, Schneider is not there, sadly. Win, Schneider is at 40. He's way ahead of everyone else. Points, we don't have anyone there, which is expected. We don't really have any top-end players, like I said. Same with assists or goals. Goals, he was pretty close in. I mean, Yager could have had 6 more goals and would have been in the top 3, but that is 6 more goals. That is a lot. So our division is, if we were in Atlantic Division, we'd be in 4th. But our division, we are definitely a playoff team, and we have a pretty big lead. And the Rangers, Carolina, and either the Penguins or Detroit are going to... Now, never mind, both of them are going to be in it. Unless Florida, randomly, I don't know. There might be one more game that has to go on. But anyway, the 6 teams that are definitely in the playoffs are the Devils, Rangers, Carolina, Buffalo, Ottawa, and Toronto. And it'll either be Detroit, Florida, or the Penguins, unless Columbus has like 2 games. But for the West, we have the Wild, St. Louis, Dallas, Edmonton. Edmonton, I don't know how they're so good in this, but anyway, the Kings and the Canucks, and then Sharks and Chicago or Nashville. Like I said, if there's another game left in the season. But that is going to be the teams that made the playoffs, and we are going to go into stats, team standings, and we are finished at number 6, so a very, very good season, I would say. Goals for per game, we finished in 14th, so that's middle of the pack, so it's pretty good. Goals against average, I think that's where we shine very good at number 7. Power play percentage is all right. I'd like to see that at 18% or so. Penalty kill 83.5. I'd like to see that at 84%. And we had a very, very strong home team and a pretty solid away team, but we did not finish very good in the last 10 at 4-5-1. Definitely can be improved on. And let's just quickly finish out here in the player stats. So I'm gonna expect no one's really doing that good, but let's see. So we have 60 points for Zajac basically at a first line center who is a plus 13, so that is very good for him. Then we have 50 points for Henrique at -7, so that's pretty good for him. I mean, he's only an 83 overall anyway. Josephson only has 16 points, so maybe we should have traded him, especially since he had 13 at the trade deadline, so 30 games later, he only got 3 points. So on the third line, playing with some pretty good players in Brunner and Klo, so that is pretty sad for him, so maybe we should have traded him, but like I said again, he may get a bit better, maybe get 77, 78 overall, still with those green stars, and we trade him for something like a pick. And left wingers, we have Eliash with 54 points, so that's pretty good, but he's -1. And yeah, I'd like to see him with some more assists, but that's definitely very good for him. On the second line, Then we have Klo with 15. That is not good at all. But I mean, he's not really going to get you that many points, but still, it's pretty sad on the third line, playing with those players, having less than Josephson at 82 overall. Right wingers, we have Root 2 with 61. That is huge. He's plus 10. Yager with 59. That is very good as well. Ryder with 50 points, basically. Plus 4. That's very good. Bruner finished with 30, so that's all right, but he's playing the third line, so I'll give him that's good. Zubris 11. That's not the best. And Bernier with 9. That's not the best either. And let's finish up with defensemen. Everyone played very good here. And goalies, everyone played very good here. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like. And we're headed to the playoffs.